Good morning, you guys. It's me, the Alpha Empath, and I just now finished my morning meditation. And I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that have been imparted to me that I need to impart with you guys. So, my guru said some things to me years ago, and those things are just now beginning to take root and flourish within me. And one of the things, now remember, I told you my guru, he was a Jain, a Janus monk, and these Jains, they kind of worship nature. They don't really worship a specific deity or anything like that. They really believe that God is represented by nature. And I came to him because I was struggling with my health. I had had a couple of strokes and they were getting progressively worse. And he was helping me to understand why I kept having strokes. But I'll never forget something. This is what he told me. He said, Tiffany, you're a healer, and healers have to be really connected with their body. But the type of healer that you are, you disconnected with your body and you lived in your spirit because at the time you were not capable. The trauma that you suffered, you were not capable of dealing with that trauma and still allowing your spirit to live. So you had to disconnect from your body. However, this body that we have, it doesn't belong to us. And when he said that, I'll be honest, he was walking around with a sheet and some tidy whities on. I really wasn't trying to listen to what the fuck he had to say, but his words stuck with me. He sowed a seed within me. He said that these fingerprints that we have, these fingerprints are the fingerprint of nature. This is not our body. Now, why is that important? Why is that important? Well, all growing up, my father, he's a Christian pastor, has been for years, would teach me the story of being a faithful steward. He would teach me the story of being a faithful steward. And he would say that the Lord left his goods with the steward, and then he would go away on a long journey. And then when he would come back, he would expect to find his goods in better condition. Well, these bodies that we have been placed stewards of these bodies. And I haven't really done a good job of being a faithful steward over my body. Think about your body as a luxury home that you're renting, and you signed a contract to leave that home in better condition or in the same condition in which you found it. And if my body is the home that my spirit resides in, I have fucked this home up. And then I have the audacity to say, just give me another one, and not be grateful for the home that my beautiful spirit resides in. And I'm out of order. I'm out of alignment. When people tend to be more spiritual in their pursuits, they take on a lot of energy, and that energy is flowing throughout their body. So they need more rest. When you think of people like Yahshua, you call him Jesus, but I call him Yahshua. It says in the scripture that he was always off in a mountain somewhere away from people. It's my personal belief that motherfucker was over there sleeping. That's my personal belief. Y'all say whatever y'all want to say. Same thing with Buddha. They said that he would be meditating under a tree with his eyes closed and shit. It's my personal belief that motherfucker was asleep. That's my personal belief. Okay. The same thing for these monks that go in these caves for years. They ass is asleep. Now, yeah, you could be conscious in your mind, but be asleep in your body. They ass was sleep because it takes a lot to deal with all the energy that you deal with in spirit. You're going to have to learn to make rest a priority. And last night, you guys, I'm not kidding you guys. I don't know what the fuck was going on with the full moon, but my sleep was not peaceful. It was not peaceful at all. And I'm like, I just felt energy. all throughout my body, coursing all throughout my body. And I'm like, now what the fuck going on here now? What is the veil thin? What is going on? I didn't know what it was, but I knew that my body was telling me something. My body kind of was it, and I don't even know if I should say this, but my body was kind of in a flight or fright, a fight or flight mode. My body was very anxious and very jumpy, and I didn't know why. But I recognized that my body being in flight or fight mode while I'm trying to go to sleep is that's out of order. That's out of order. So somebody else says here that they did not rest well at all. I'm not kidding you guys. Something was happening. There was some type of shift happening. Something. I do know that our moon was in Cancer. Our moon was in Cancer. One of my students told me that. And when the moon is in Cancer, it brings up to the surface all kinds of buried emotions that we need to deal with. We need to process in order for us to get to the next stage. But maybe the reason why I couldn't sleep is because I was having to work on those old emotions that I had just suppressed. I had suppressed. Listen, here's another thing. You can't rest really well when you don't cleanse your temple, your spiritual temple. I was talking to one of my family members just recently, and me and her had a disagreement. We had a disagreement, and it was a huge emotional, no, let me rephrase that. It was a huge spiritual disagreement. And the energy of that disagreement was large. It was large, you guys. But when we were talking, like our words were very small, but the energy was very, very big. And it caused a separation in our relationship. And it's been like almost a year. So I reached back out to her, and that energy was still there. And I was trying to heal the energy. And she said something to me. She said, that happened a year ago. I'm over that. But I knew that she wasn't over it because the energy was still there. When you over something, the energy is not going to be there. So what she wanted me to do, she said, Tiffany, why do you keep bringing up things that happened a long time ago? Child, I done moved on. You haven't. And that's another reason why you don't sleep well, because you have moved on physically and your spirit has not moved on. I'm not going to be up in the middle of the night, not being able to sleep, because I'm connected to people that will not, but they don't believe in the law of reciprocity, and they are not willing to work on a huge, energetic, toxic situation that we have going on. They're going to have to do some work. And she wanted me to sweep it under the rug. That kind of shit leads to increased anxiety. That kind of shit leads to depression. You're going to have to do your work to cleanse yourself spiritually so your sleep and your rest can be peaceful. And she was not accustomed to that. And I recognize that. If you are like me, you're going to have to understand, like how some people, they can't get into bed unless the bed is made up and the pillows are all fluffed and shit. That's what you're going to have to do for your spirit before you go to sleep. You know how the scripture says, don't let the sun go down on your anger. There's a reason for that. Now, I can be angry all day long, but sweeping shit under the carpet fucks up my peace. It fucks up my rest. And in this society, we have been taught not to really deal with things. We deal with things only on the surface. That is not rest. I was telling one of my students, 6 days shall you work, but on the Shabbat, the Sabbath day, shall you rest. Well, in my conscious mind, I understood that to mean 6 days shall I physically go to my job and work. And only one day is meant for me to rest. This is a complete motherfucking lie. The Shabbat or the Sabbath means eternal rest. See, my home, this home that I have right here, this is my Shabbat. This is the place where I enter into my eternal rest. It is the place that restores me. It is the place that heals me. It is the place where I rejuvenate. But if I haven't done my work, when I go out into this world and did the work to make my relationships peaceful, it's hard to come back into this home and rest. And this is another reason why I'm very particular about who I bring into my home. This is another reason why I'm very particular about who I bring into my heart. This is another reason why I'm very particular about who I bring into my Puma. This is why. Because I don't want you fucking up my eternal rest. See, the Shabbat is something, or the rest, eternal eternal healing, eternal rejuvenation is something that we should live daily. We should live it daily. You should still be in a state of rest and peace when you enter into your job, but you can't enter into a state of rest and peace because you in something that you shouldn't be in. You know you shouldn't be over there. I ain't gonna say nothing about it though, but you shouldn't be over there. And that's why you can't sleep at night. That's why you anxious at fuck. That's why your dreams ain't sweet. That is why you got too much motherfucking work. You got too much work. We are gonna have to learn that we need to slow the fuck down. We are spirits having a human existence. And we have tricked ourselves into believing that we are only humans and we have spirits. See, when you understand that you are a spirit first, you begin to understand the need for eternal rest and eternal peace. Now, my body is designed to work, but as I said, I am a spirit that has a body. Now, the amount of rest that each spirit needs is going to be different. I don't know the amount of energy that you are transmuting. I know that I transmute a lot of fucking energy. That's what I do know. So I have made it my schedule to only deal with 4 clients a day. Only 4. And then I use the rest of my day transmuting energy and resting. That's important. And all of my needs are being met when I rest in my sacred vocation. See, when you have chosen a career path, or when you have chosen a lifestyle that helps you to enter into your Shabbat, that helps you enter into your Sabbath, that helps you enter into your place of peace and rest, you don't have to do that much motherfucking work because it don't feel like work. It feels more like play. It feels more like, you're right, Taylor, you're right. We are avatars. These bodies right here, these are just the suits that we use to carry out divine purpose. Here's something else that Spirit revealed to me. Now, you guys know that I'm a teacher and I teach the divine feminine because the divine feminine and this era of spirituality, the divine feminine is very needed right now. And it actually represents 90% of the cosmos. Now, you can call the divine feminine dark matter. You can call it chaos. I really don't care what you call it, but it is the realm of possibilities. It's the realm of possibilities, eternal, limitless possibilities. And when I think about eternal, limitless possibilities, I think, oh God, how great Source is, how great God is, that we are still in this arena. And we're only seeing with our 2 eyes 10% of the possibilities that came from the feminine and has manifested into the masculine. But I know that it ain't over until the majority of those possibilities end up in a balance. I understand that. So there is a lot more manifesting that needs to be done. This is another reason why I don't let doomsday prophets stop my fucking peace. You ain't stopping my rest and you ain't stopping my peace. Well, you know we all gonna die. Okay, and well, you know the world gonna end in 2012. Okay, and you know the world's gonna end in 2021. Okay, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from resting, and I'm not gonna let that disturb my peace because I understand how the universe works. I understand that we are energy and that we never die. So I'm not really That's it don't really sway me at all. Listen, you guys, when you know that you're transmuting a lot of energy, take your ass, get a nap, take a bath, put some salt, some Himalayan salt in your bath water, and then go your ass and get a peaceful sleep. And if you have surrounded yourself with people that won't allow you peace, then you need to do some spiritual house cleaning. You need to do some spiritual house cleaning and give yourself some space so you won't feel their energies. So your sleep can be restful and so it can be peaceful. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.